Wet blanket, 2 fans. Hi and welcome to our channel. Thanks for joining us once again. And I'm not going to lie, this week has been tough. Actually, the last couple of weeks have been really tough just because it's been so hot. But we have found a way to stay sane. We wake up early, work till 10, 11, latest 12. And then from when it gets way too hot to do anything outdoors until 7, 8 sometimes, we do absolutely nothing outdoors, unless it includes water, so the river, the lake, a friend's pool. And Luke splashed out for his birthday and we got an air cooler which made the temperature inside the gypsy caravan much better, and an ice maker. So he has been making us a lot of delicious slushies. I took little leaves from our succulents and now they're all growing little roots with a little succulent at the end. Cute. A lot of them are growing little babies. There's a cutting Mairead gave me and now it's got a lot of lovely roots. These are very cute. It took about 2 months, I think, to start growing and becoming like this. It has been crazy hot. You think you're used to it till summer comes and smacks you in the face again. But then you get used to it and you find new creative ways of dealing with the heat. But in saying that, along with some cloud cover and the promise of rain, the weather did cool down for a day and we had a glimmer of hope for the outdoor kitchen. But I will let Luke get into that.
Okay, it's been pretty much 2 weeks since I discovered that all the columns in my outdoor kitchen are rotting from the inside, which was a bit of a depressing thing. Kind of come to terms with it, and then out of the blue last night, my friend Ian, the guy who gave me the trees to begin with, messages me and says, I have a huge tree that just fell down with the wind. It's pretty big. Do you want it? Now this tree was the last tree that he needed to cut down, and it was a really big one, and it was leaning over like this and right over the electricity lines next to his house. And he had mentioned last time I saw him about a month ago, he said, come and give me a hand to chop it down because yeah, we'll have to string it up with ropes to pull it away from the electricity lines and everything. Anyway, long story short, last night he was out with his dog and all of a sudden he heard the electricity wires go wow, 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 and this massive tree just fell right onto an olive tree and the lines. And he said he cut the end off just because it was blocking the road. And yeah, he told me, do you want it? So now I'm like in two minds. I'm like, what do I do? I mean, I'll take the wood because free wood is always good, so I'm going to take it no matter what. But I thought, if it's big enough to replace the central column, which is the thickest one, then at least all the others, if I chop the trees that I do need to cut down by the river, at least they're not the huge ones, and maybe I can try again. I'm not 100% convinced yet. It's a lot of work. The trees are really far away and I need to replace everything pretty much. I think the circumference beams up here are okay, but I'll decide once I take them down if I do decide to do this. step one is see if I can replace it with the bottom bit of that tree. Okay, here we are. Let's see this tree. So last night it fell, Ian. Well, I guess you don't have to get the tree man to cut it down. It saved you a couple of €100. Well, these wires must really be strong, eh, for it not to...
Yeah. Well, the whole thing all moved.
Just about. Shall I get the chainsaw and cut it?
It's a bit late now.
Yeah. Even if we leave it, I mean, it's okay to leave it like this for a couple of days. Maybe I'll order that winch, make my life easier. That's the central column. Good morning. Good morning, Wally. You woke up? Come. Come say bye to the daddy. Come. No, you can't come with me though. Let's get the car seats out. You can't stay in there. Silly girl. Go, 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 go. Good girl. Morning. I haven't got the winch yet. Tomorrow it's done. Okay, not a bad start. Still touching the electricity line. So there's the central column, or potential central column. And then I was thinking, because the girders, when I had taken them from up here, they were slightly smaller. So I'm thinking of replacing them. I'm thinking of replacing everything. But they do have some cracks, say here. Because I spoke to Dirk, and he said, if the tree fell, how good is the tree, you know? Exactly, that's what I thought. Like the central column is going to be fine. And then maybe I'll get another, it's cracked all the way down, but I'm going to split it in half anyway. So then I've got one girder, I need 4 of 1.5 meters, so that's 2, 3, I think I'll get 3 out of this. So then when I cut down a decently sized tree at my place, I'll have number 4 from the bottom. We're hoping we get that thing out, and then I cut it out. I can cut this up, and we're going to need Alrighty, that's the first load. I'll be back in, what is it, 22 minutes it used to be. Are you getting a flashback at all?
Yeah, I am. But they're not as heavy.
No, no. Alright, I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Tell me when you see him. You saw him? The moment Molly sees Luke.
Look how big it is.
Jeez. Wow.
I have 10 centimeters. There's a bit of water damage here, look.
Oh.
You see how it's different to that? So I might have to square it off. As long as it's 30 by 30, we're fine. And I can take 10 centimeters off. So we'll see. The other end is okay. So tomorrow I'll take it out and debark it, cut it. There's a 51% chance that we're going to have thunderstorms at 2 o'clock, between 2 and 4. So I'm going to leave the potential central column in the car for now till tomorrow morning. I'm still undecided if I'm going to attempt to start from scratch. We'll see. We'll see. Come on, Molly. Ian's like, no, it's not gonna rain. And I was telling him, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain.
Unfortunately, Luke's rain dance did not work, even though we were really looking forward to it. The rain never came. We have so many delicious vegetables growing in the garden. It's amazing. It is a great time of the year for free food, I tell you, because apart from feeding ourselves, we're feeding our pigs feasts every day. Right now I'm harvesting the corn slowly. All the tops, all the little hairs on top have gone dark brown, so they're ready to pick anyway. But it's not for us, it's for the pigs. It's a different kind of corn, so it's not very soft. It's not great to eat. But the pigs love it, and so do the chickens. One of our neighbors, Ian, gave us so many apples. We have a fridge full of apples and backup apples. We've got so many pumpkins, cucumber, peppers growing. It's just an amazing time of the year. Absolutely nothing goes to waste on the farm, which is awesome. Not the skin, not the seeds. It's amazing. Now the seeds of the pumpkin, I keep them and I give them to the chickens and the pigs because it's a natural dewormer. But we also like to deworm our pigs with using diatomaceous earth. I think that's how you say it anyway. It is a natural product that we use for our animals' healthcare. And we have not had any problems with any of them getting worms. So I think between this and the seeds of the pumpkin, they're good. But now I'm going to try it on the chickens too, because apparently if I start giving it to them, they're healthier chickens, they lay more eggs and the yolk is bigger, so that means there's more nutrients in it, so it's worth a try. If you don't know what this diatomaceous earth is, it is made up of fossilized remains of tiny aquatic organisms called diatoms. It's really good when used as an insecticide because there's no harsh chemicals. And one of the big things about us living this way is that we try to be kinder to Mother Earth. So anything that we can use that has no chemicals, that gets rid of the pests we don't want in our home, is super good. But as bad as it is for the insects and the little pests that live with us, it's really good for our plants and for us humans too. Among the many benefits that I read, it improves your body's use of calcium, so it's really good for your hair, your teeth, your nails, and also it fights aging. Apparently, this is everything I read. Now I am very careful with it when giving it to the animals and using it on anything, because if you breathe it in, if you inhale it, it can irritate your nose and your nasal passage, and I think if you inhale a lot of it, it can do some damage to your lungs too, so it's not very good to inhale it. So I would recommend being very careful when around it, not using it on a windy day, not putting big lumps that you can inhale. Otherwise, it's really good. What I do when I give it to the animals is I put it in a bucket and then I dip the fruit or vegetables into it and just put it directly into their mouths. And that way it avoids the pigs inhaling any of it, because if I put it with their food and their snout's just there and they're, you know, doing what pigs do, I think it might be a little bit dangerous for them. Alfie? Good boy. And it's really good for the soil because it helps retain water and nutrients while allowing for more oxygen circulation, and plus the bonus of it killing off the parasites. There's two types of diatomaceous, I think I said it wrong again, earth. One is food grade and the other one isn't. We have the food grade one, so the animals can have it, and now I can have a taste of it too. If you do get one and you don't get the food grade one, then don't give it to your animals and don't have it for yourself. So if you're interested in using it on yourself and your plants, I suggest you do a little bit more research. I'm putting your mat back in, boys. Try not to play with it.
Hey, where are you going with my shower mat, you?
I found someone who needs it more than we do.
What's she doing, Molly? What is she doing with our anti-slip shower mat, may I ask?
This afternoon I went in here with the boys and they spend a lot of time in their bath, but they're always slipping in it. And so I thought we'd try this mat, see how it works.
Are you guys slipping?
Yes, he's like, yes, actually, we're slipping quite a bit, Daddy.
Eddie?
Let's see. Okay, let's go to the chuckies. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. want to eat some. Timmy, move, honey. Do you want to see how big the babies are getting? My baby boy. Okay, let's feed you. Come. I don't know if you can see Timmy, but Timmy loves staying with the pigs. He's nearly always down here, and he's over there. Timmy, hi. Today's gonna be a bit different. Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning, babies. Good morning. Good morning. Wait a little bit. One baby. 1, 2. Oh, good. Have it. You have your deworming on it. Yeah. Have it. Good. Careful. What I got you guys? Who wants corn? Do you want some corn, baby face? Do you want some corn? Another one. Okay, take it. There are more. I don't know why you're fighting over one. Come here. Come. Here. You more? No. I didn't think so, Peppa. When you're ready. After so many days of heat wave, this is what's left of the pond. Hey babies, where's all your water gone? Where's all your water gone, baby pie? Where's it gone? But surprisingly enough, they've got a few pools. They have a pool here, which never happens. And a little pool there. Hi, Timmy. What do you want? You want the corn? I'll give you one soon.
Okay, so here there's definitely water damage. I've just marked it to 223, which is where I need it. I think I'm going to cut this off, even though it's the thicker end, but that isn't good, eh? Still a bit here, look. All the way till here. And there's this bug. Oh well, so tried to cut out the rotten piece, but it's all rotten here. This piece here, and it goes down at least another 3 inches, so it is no good. I might be able to get a couple of planks out of it, maybe from the end, but it is not a central column replacement. Ah! I had a glimmer of hope there. And I kind of got my motivation got rekindled, thinking, maybe I'll pull this off. I don't know if I have another tree that I need to cut down by the river on our own land, which would be suitable to replace the central column, but being that it's the biggest one, that's the first one I need to find, I think. So I think I'll just go down and see if there is another tree this size before I totally give up. Pity about this though. No wonder it fell, I guess, eh? That was the first thing that Dirk told me. He said, well, if the tree fell, maybe it's not good. Oh well. Let me just measure this central column to see if we even have one this size. Timmy! With the bark probably about 135 centimeters. Well, this was one that I was going to cut down, but it's nowhere near what I need it to be. It's not long enough. This one I was thinking of taking because it's in this cork oak. It bends right into it, but it's super bent, so it's no good. It's big, but not big enough for the central column. 10 centimeters too small. It's a bit dark now, but here I had earmarked a few to be cut. In fact, it's fallen. This one, and that one has to go, but it's super bent. Not big enough.
Oh wow!
Hey. Alrighty, so after that walk and seeing what trees we have and don't have really, I think it's time to officially postpone this project. I did try my best.
Yeah.
And that tree falling was kind of like, I couldn't just let it be. But unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't good. But now we are super excited because we've finally decided to start work on our ruin. A lot of you guys have been telling us, when are you going to start? When are you going to start, for quite a few years now,
Yeah.
eh? But yeah, that's the thing we're going to concentrate from here on out.
So any extra penny we have is going to go towards there, and slowly we'll get there.
So I do want to thank all the suggestions from all the comments we got from that video when we actually found out that all the columns are ruined. And a lot of you did say, why don't you just put up a tarp, just to use it as a shade, as not to just take it down and everything to be for nothing. And well, I'm going to do that, I think, before I actually do start on the ruin, so probably next week, depending on the heat. I'll just clear up all these logs. They've been here for 2 years, so it would be nice to have it all clear. Yeah. And most of it will be only good for firewood, if that. So I think I'll just do a nice clear up, put a tarp on this, get everything chopped and covered, ready for the winter. Yes. And then we can start on the ruin.
And the tarp, because we've had a lot of bad experiences with tarp, not because it's bad experiences, because the weather is so hot and windy, and it damages a tarp in less than 6 months. So it's always a waste of money when we do that. But we realized that the tarp that we used, or the bit of plastic we used on our shade house, has lasted ages because we put the shade cloth on it. So Luke's actually going to do that.
Yeah, because the shade cloth protects the tarp from UV a bit. So hopefully that will make it last a bit longer. Yeah. I mean, we only need it for a couple of years maybe, and then we should take it down because it might become dangerous since it's rotting from the inside.
So that's it, on to the next chapter. After the cleanup, of course. So thank you all for watching, and a special thank you to everyone who joined us in the month of July, to our pack.
Our Patreon pack.
Our Patreon pack and our channel members. Thank you for all the support, all your donations, because it's really helping us out through this time. And yep, and that's it from us, and hope to see you next week.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.